Gather close, traveler, and witness a sight older than empires. Beneath the world tree's ancient canopy, 1,000 fires flicker, 1,000 voices rise. This is the confluence of the wise, a sacred gathering held since the dawn of memory. See them, the robed druids, keepers of nature's lore, the keen-eyed Harappan scientists, minds ablaze with knowledge, the deep-seeing Tiatajet of the north, the spirit-walking shamans of the wild, priests chanting forgotten hymns, seers tracing patterns in the stars, all come seeking the same thing, wisdom. Each year they test their minds, their stories, their truths in a contest as old as thought itself, the battle of wisdom. And this year, the question is etched in every heart, the Sampo, lost legend.
From the roots of the tree, the sight shall be free. I gift you my word, so truth may be heard. Sumer's name, a whispered fame, was etched in stone before all came. Our warlords rose where sun shone bright, took every city and claimed our right. First and foremost, Sumer stood tall, our scribes named stars, answering heaven's call. Thrones we built and powers burst, false kings to ashes by our hand cursed. But conquest ends when blood runs dry, and thrones are built where warriors die. A prince stood tall in the land of sun, Semeki's fought, yet the war was won. Blade of meteors, a hand of stone, yet we broke his flesh, we took his throne. His warriors fell in dust and screams, his banners burned in shadowed dreams. No god descended, no hand was shown, for Kemet's pride was overthrown. But power's thirst can never be quenched, for more we sought, our spirits wrenched. We spoke the words that should stay hidden, and bound the sun as stars beheld forbidden. We wrapped him tight in chains of flame. No god would rise to speak his name. No throne remained for light to shine. His might was ours by word divine. We saw so far beyond the land, saw future kings with scepter in hand. But darkness fell, a sudden night, another claimed the sun's bright light. We gazed upon him, eyes locked stark, and when we looked, he looked back from the dark. The fire we bound, it would not wane. In conquered blood, it burned like pain. So Semeki's heir, with fate his guide, took to the north, where secrets hide. To lands of trees, where wisdom waits, to Sampo's forge, to twist the fates.
Let them feast, let them dance beneath the boughs of the world tree, for joy is fleeting and understanding rare. The Sumerian priest showed them a flicker of truth, a glimpse into the loom of fate, but the tapestry is far grander, far darker. Look closer, children of dust, beyond the horizon shadows gather. The Harappans approach, minds sharp as obsidian, wielding wonders forged in fire and something else.
From the roots of the tree the sight shall be free. I gift you my word, so truth may be heard. You boast of gods and skies of fleeting power, of heavens built that crumble in an hour. You claim your wars, your bloody earthly games, while we build cities beyond empty names. Count your conquests on fields of fire. We count the hours the genies require. You forged your thrones with hammer and with chain, believing strength alone could truly reign. We raised our walls not on slaves' despair, but on pure thought, on reason's balanced care. No need for kings with bloodied hand or crown. Our wisdom was the law that held our cities down. You bound your son, a god in vain you sought, divine protection, death you fought. No gods we begged, no heavens to implore. We built our own order and opened wisdom's door. With genie's mind and logic's steady flame, we stole your fire and played a grander game. Your priests believed their truths were sealed so tight, guarded by shadows and hidden from the light. But silence breaks and walls were made to fall. We listened close and we absorbed it all. Your sacred tongue you thought none could claim, we took your words from lands you can't even name. Your chains are rust, your gods begin to fade, your heavens crack, your wisdom betrayed.
The Harappan's machines fall silent, and now a different truth stirs. Behold, the Punt Druids. They do not speak. They listen. For them, the universe is no riddle to solve, but a song, one vast trembling chord woven from root and river, star and stone. A symphony older than time, frayed now, broken.
From the roots of the tree the sight shall be free. I gift you my word, so truth may be heard. Before your gods, before your city walls, the forest breathed, the water answered calls. While Sumer forged and Harappa counted stars, we listened close to truths beyond your bars. You war for gods on dusty bloody ground, where life runs dry and silence does resound. Your genies count with numbers cold and stark, but rivers carve the wisdom in the dark. Your heavens rise in towers built so high, yet mountains wake and watch your empires die. You forge your chains of logic, cold and grey, believing order will forever stay. But roots will break what stone and steel create. The wild heart beats beyond your city gate. The wind will turn your boastful words to dust. The rain will wash away your kingdom's rust. Your genies count in numbers, lines and graphs. We talk with stones on ancient living paths. The earth will move when we the wild demand. The trees will build with patient, knowing hand. Your gears will stop when fuel and metal burn, but rivers flow and life will always return. Your sacred texts in temples guarded deep were written first where forest shadows sleep. Your spells, your marks, your scrolls of fading lore are echoes carved in ancient canyon core. The sand will shift and empires fade to grey, but earth remains unbound and come what may. You see a beast with claws and teeth so bright, we see a brother walking in the night. You hear the howl, the whisper in the trees. We hear the call, the voice upon the breeze. To walk as beast, to take its form and name, is not a curse nor magic's hollow game. It is the bond, the trust, the knowing glance. It is the river where both spirits dance. We call on gods, we count the fleeting years, but we speak once, and true creation hears. Your heavens crack, your numbers surely fail, yet wind still moves, the trees will always sail. When all you build is turned to dust and stone, the roots remain because they They will not listen, but you must. The sample, never broken, scattered, hidden in symbols, buried in myths, waiting. They fear its return, the ones who change the heavens. They rewrite fate with fire, erase truth with silence, but the earth remembers. You who carry these words, carve them in stone, hide them in song, let the wind whisper, the birds scream, the truth must not die. We forge the sample, not for power, but because if you do not,
The Sumerian's vision, clear. The Harappan's ambition, bold. The Druid's song, pure. Each a thread in the tapestry, yet none see the rot at the loom. The Sumerian sought truth in fire and stars, but even stars lie. The Harappan shackled the cosmos with genie steel, blind to the chains they forge for themselves. The Druid hums the world's wounds shut, yet deaf to the scream beneath their mother tree. The Sumerian called it divine will, the Harappan, progress. The druid, balance, fools, it is hunger, a hunger that devoured the Sampo, and now devours you.
From the roots of the tree, the sight shall be free. I gift you my word, so truth may be heard.
You think the druids invented shape-shifting? Pah! We Finns were howling with wolves when their mother tree was still a sapling. You want to talk to bears? Become the bear. You want to hunt with the pack? Bleed with the pack. No prayers, no rituals, just unfold. Skin to fur, bone to claw. The old ones didn't ask nature's permission, they took it. And when the gods complained, we showed them our teeth. Our kingdoms, they didn't fit on your sheepskin maps. Forests so thick, the sun begged for mercy. Lakes so cold, they froze time itself. And the giants, oh, they were real, not your bedtime tales. Half giants, forged from mountain marrow and spike. Tall as pines, with voices that could split glaciers. Their magic, not your pretty god spells. Raw, guttural, alive. They didn't cast storms, they married them. And their blood still runs in a few stubborn veins. But the best secrets lie under your feet, the undercities, not ruins, labyrinths, tunnels that coil deeper than hell's own pride. Down there the air's so old it remembers the egg's first crack. And the gods, they stand guard over what they buried, not gold like old Esau's root cellar.
Silence, mortals. A man is telling a story. Now, where was I? When I was young. No, I am still young. When I was handsome. Ha, I have always been handsome. Akunato, Sampo, and the crew. That is where it all begins.
And when the guardian comes, that thing of smoke and shifting teeth, tell them Uko sent you. It'll laugh right before it bites. You'll die down there, of course, but maybe, just maybe, you'll scratch your name into the wall of the forgotten first. Join the 37 who almost understood. Or stay here, tend your crops, sing your hymns, and wonder what's really guarded in the dark. You call this technology? We rode dragons of steel and lightning, coils singing, rails carved from titan bone. The skies bowed as we flew where gods dared not tread. But war is a hungry child. They crave the flesh of gods in our cores, that cursed ore alive, screaming. So they shattered the tracks, melted the beasts. Now the dragons sleep, and the world smaller and meek. We crushed the sky when gods dared not speak. Your heavens crack, your numbers lie, but I'll carve truth in a dead titan's eye. Harappa's genies, Suma's chains, rotting toys for fools who fear the rains. We drank the void, we ate the sun, your empires, dust, ours, never done. Before your cities, before your prayers, the sky screamed fire and birthed our nightmares. Flesh of gods? No. Star corpse veins, torn from the egg that birthed these plains. Mountains melted, oceans boiled, earth's bones cracked as the egg uncoiled. You call it magic? Blind, weak, small. We took its yoke and built a thrall. Dragon arcs on runes of old, harvesting storms your gods couldn't hold. No chance, no slaves, no petty spells. Our power sings where your logic fails. You grovel to gods who fear our name. We split the earth and tamed its flame. Your holy words, ash on our tongue. We speak in lightning. We are young. Your gods stir now, wrath unbound. But we lit the forge where their doom was found. The egg splits wide, chaos unfurled.
You'll beg for mercy when we reshape the world. Let Louhi scream, let Wainamoinen fall. This fight's a shadow, we'll end them all. When thunder dies and blood dries black, finished steel will drag the void back. Dragonfire met thunderbirds cry. Sky ripped open, hell's own die. Feathers of storm, scales of spite. And then they came. Star beasts, metal blight, spaceships, Titan's toys, hungry for our world's last joys. Fire beams like godless suns, but dragons bite when the void runs. The biggest ship, a bloated throne, arrogance carved in flesh of God's bone. We lured it low, where the earth breathes, and fed its heart to the roots beneath. Core exploded, light unmade. War died screaming, balance repaid. But victory, ashes on the wind, the sky still bleeds where it began. Dragons nest in rust now. Think there's one hell? Child, there are legion. Hades, Hell, Osiris, Ereshkigal, petty kings of oblivion, each a rotten throne room, each a god's forsaken lie. They met in shadows deeper than their own domains, bickering over who guard the Undercity's chains. Let McGluntekutli claim it. No, Dawn deserves the pain. Pathetic. They squabbled like crows over carrion remains. Behold, Akhenaten, warrior of the Shattered Sands, leader not by crown, but by the weight of his silence. That's Kiti, the Forge's fist. Next, Raskos, Leviathan of the Forgotten Sea, the blood of whisperers. Nebet, seer of the unseen. Ukat, once bound by chains, now freed by the quill. Kepri, eyes that have witnessed stone upon flesh. Zara, daughter of the sands, whisperer to beasts. Menka and Marenka, brothers severed at the root. One walks in madness, the other lost to the echoes of memory and a spark of the new. Ukat's genie. They were claiming relics of might. Fools! The Sampo's no trinket, it's the abyss's heart alight. The Maglev screams on souls in endless flight. Its tracks, titan bones, bleaching in eternal night. But the Guardians? Oh, they know the cost. Old masked judges with void where souls are lost. They don't fight, they unmake all they compose. Your little crew? Just echoes. So pray the Sampo's reforged before true night descends, or that train ain't reaching stations. It just ends. In hells beyond your hells, without end. To wake the Sampo, first kindle its slumber, not the flame, with memory. We carved the first part from Titan's remorse, quenched it in primordial night, a spark, then inferno. The second part, Storm's marrow, ripped from the throat of a dying star. Power, child, power screams. We shackled it in cosmic veins, let it thrash, let it burn. The system hungers. Stability is a lie told by fragile things. But the third part, Serpent's gaze, frozen mid-strike, timeless, poised. We tempered it in void's breath, where light and dark cough. Key, not metal, covenant. Souls of twin stars bleed in tandem, forged in betrayal's kiss, bound by blood oaths to the nevermore. Turning, watch realms collide. The last part. Look upon, ghost of wonders. The whole dragon Maglev, once alive in power, humming with creation. Cities pulsed in its energy, a world linked by whispers of thunder. Now, only ruins remain. The memory of its glory still burns within me. This was power unleashed. The whole dragon Maglev, lines of force carving through the world. cities trembling before its might, connected by will alone. A glorious system, broken, silenced, the world diminished without its song. Remember, the maglev song, old dragons screaming through the earth, world shuddered with speed, journeys and heartbeats, energy unbound, yet in perfect chains, magnificent, unstoppable. Now, only silence.
Did he just goof?
This isn't a sauna prank, Uko. Where'd you go?
A classic Uko exit.
Rudy won.
Smoke,
He can answer.
drama,
Or at least a
no
hint.
explanation.
Spirit of the tree. If you're
Rudy
listening,
won?
we'll
Really?
trade, 3
Great.
bowls of mead for a
Even the
clue.
tree's
He's
cryptic.
probably drinking cloud mead and laughing at us.
Gods. Useless as a snowshoe in summer.
But this sample, that story.